Spring election is tomorrow.
We've got about 13 hours left until the polls open for Election Day.
Polls will be open from 7 a.m. until 8 p.m. As long as you're in line by then, you will be able to vote. There have been a lot of discussions around the candidates you'll be seeing on your ballots, especially for the two statewide races. One of the races on every ballot tomorrow will be for the next state superintendent of schools. Voters will decide between incumbent Dr. Jill Underly and challenger Brittany Kinzer.
Kodichi Lawrence has you covered on their final message to voters ahead of Election Day.
Candidates have just hours left to appeal to voters in Wisconsin. I spoke with the challenger of the state superintendent race, Brittany Kinzer. She tells me while she agrees with Dr. Jill Underly to increase funding for special education, just how much is still up in the air.
She wants more special ed funding. I think we all agree that special ed is underfunded.
State Superintendent Dr. Jill Underly proposed an additional $3 billion to support Wisconsin public schools. This would increase special education reimbursements to 90%, a 60% increase to the current rate. Kinzer told me she isn't sure about the numbers yet.
We can say 60%, but like someone else has told me that we at least need 45%. And so that's part of being able to get things done, is to have conversations.
I reached out to Dr. Underly and her team for an interview ahead of the election too, but they did not respond. Students' mental health has also been top of mind for candidates. Kinzer says it should be a partnership between mental health organizations and schools.
Teachers very rarely, unless they've done some kind of job change, right? They're not mental health experts either, right? And sometimes I feel like we put so much pressure on the school to not just be the place for education, but also to be the mental health experts.
Other topics we discussed were school safety and parents' concern over introducing gender roles to their children. We'll have more information about where she stands on these issues on our website. In her last plea to voters, Kinzer says the status quo of where the Wisconsin schools are right now is not okay. She pledges to work with families, schools, and legislators to put the needs of children first. Reporting in Madison, Kodichi Lawrence.